Alright, so 6th grade. A rectangle that's 1 by 24 would be very long and narrow, which means it would have the maximum number of edges exposed to the perimeter. So it might be 1 by 24. So every square except for the end squares would have 2 exposed to the outside, and the end squares would actually have 3 because they have a top, a bottom, and an end. And that gives us a pretty significant perimeter. I'm thinking about that. The opposite of a long, skinny rectangle in my mind would be a square. So I tried 16 as my second value, and I know that a square has congruent sides, and all of those sides in this case would be 4. And 4 times 4 is 16, so that gives me my area, how much is in the inside, in 2 directions. And my perimeter is the distance around, and I have 4 sides that are 4 units long, so that would be 16, and they're the same. 6th grade, when I saw that I had 2 in a square that were the same, I jumped to the idea that maybe all square numbers are the same. So I tried 6 by 6, and it gave me the square, but this time my perimeter did not match my area. So there was a little disconnect between those two. So then I took a look and saw that 4 meters by 9 meters is 36. And what I noticed is that it increased the perimeter. So based on the data that I collected for myself, and your data will likely be different, what determines how many wall panels are needed? Area or perimeter, going back to our storm shelter idea. And what I've decided is that the perimeter determines the panels because it's the distance around the room, and the panels would go all the way around our room. And it asks which design would require the most panels. The most would be 1 as one of the factors in whatever your area was. And the reason that is that it would give you the longest skinny one, like that 1 by 24. And question number 3, which design would require the fewest panels? The closer to square a room is, the fewer panels it requires. And again, remember, keep in mind that square means it has a factor times itself, and the array would make a perfect square, like that. And the last one, D, it says suppose you build a storm shelter with 36 square meters of rectangular floor space. Which design has the least perimeter? And the least perimeter, as we determined, would be 6 by 6, and the greatest would be 1 by 36, because there are so many sides that the edges would have to touch on. Awesome. So this is a little more about perimeter and area. Your task for today is to do your ACE problems. Good luck with that. And those ACE problems are actually due on Friday. Thank you.